Jen demonstrates a number of ways in which she has helped her 8- and 9-year-old pupils develop a growth mindset. Look out for the emphasis on effort, on self-belief and on redefining intelligence. In the last activity, the children are given 5 famous people to put in order of intelligence. Watch how they begin laying them first in a horizontal line, then through discussion start to rearrange the characters vertically as they see that their skills and achievements are equally worthy and difficult to quantify.
Louis is a fixed mindset, and that means that he worries about how much intelligence he has, how intelligent he is. He doesn't like looking stupid, and he doesn't like putting his hand up or answering something in case he gets it wrong. So that's a fixed mindset. Now, do you think that's the sort of learner you are? Does anyone think that they might be like that sometimes? Sometimes. I think sometimes I've been a bit like that. In this classroom, we don't want to be fixed mindsets. We want to change. We're going to say, look at being a growth mindset. Mason, would you like to come up? I'm going to have to put the microphone in front of you. So just going to stand up at the board. Can you tell me what a growth mindset is?
It's where, like, you don't give up and you always put your hand up even if you get it wrong and you don't know the answer. You always try and have a go.
Fabulous. On your tables, back with your talk partners, you can now get the green piece of card. And there's some extra card, and you've got to sort out the quotes. This is what either a growth mindset or a fixed mindset person might say. And you're going to put them underneath the headings.
I am excited by challenge.
You're excited by challenge, so...
I think that might be a growth mindset, because that's like to say I'm excited and I don't really mind if I get it wrong.
First of all, I want us to think about something that you thought was impossible. And we're going to go around the circle and you're going to share your ideas.
When I was doing tennis and I used to keep on putting my arm in, but now I put it out wide.
So that's just a small thing, isn't it? But you've done that well done.
And when I did my 50 metres badge in swimming. When I first started rugby, I didn't think I'd be able to get into the team.
What enabled you to do these things?
I kept on trying and trying, and I finally got it to work. Peter helped me to do it because it was on his trampoline.
I did my homework every night.
So you've got lots and lots of different ways there. You didn't all say the same of how you managed to achieve this task, and a lot of them were to do with not giving up or someone helping you, so you're not afraid to ask for help, and just really being dedicated or committed to that task. So that's really well done, amazing. Okay then, what I'm going to do is on the board, you can see we've got 5 different celebrities. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into your talk partners, and I've got these pictures. They're here, and I want you to arrange them from most clever, who you think is the most clever, and then to least clever.
I would say him, because if he was a scientist, he would have to be very, 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 very clever.
I think David Cameron next, and then David Beckham, because he has to get spotted and be really good to pass the test to actually be a professional footballer.
I did put the Prime Minister first, then David Beckham.
Why? Why?
The Prime Minister, because he runs the country, and David Beckham because he's a footballer and he's good. The story writer because she's written 6 books of Harry Potter.
Miley Cyrus because she's a singer and she's a good actor.
Albert Einstein because he's really weird.
And a good scientist.
Okay.
And a good scientist.
Mason and Aaron, could you just explain to the rest of the class why you've put Miley and Cyrus and J.K. Rowling together?
Because they both have to write things. Because the one below has to write stories, and Miley Cyrus has to write songs.
Makes them appropriate.
Yeah.
So if you were to arrange these people now, Would you do it any differently? Just what have you done over here?
We put them all together because they all have their own different things that they're clever for. So it doesn't mean that just because someone's got different skills than another person, it doesn't mean that their skills are better and they're more clever.
I suppose the biggest change that I've had in the classroom since implementing these strategies is the language that I use with the children as myself as a teacher. I've been a lot more positive, using a lot more of the growth mindset strategies, and this has meant that the children have been more willing to participate in class discussions and more able to put their hands up and not have the fear of failure culture that sometimes surrounds some children.
Katie's 10-year-old children regularly reflect on the learning muscles they've used. Notice how she gets the children to break down concepts such as sharing ideas so that she and they can more clearly understand and identify their learning strategies as they happen.
There are some really super ideas there, and I think nearly all of you have been successful in terms of achieving the learning intention to create some descriptive phrases. But what helped you to achieve that? Just 1 minute, okay, what did you do to help you learn successfully in that last activity? Off you go, 1 minute please, talking with your partner. Morgan, one from you.
You can share your ideas with someone.
Okay, so you shared your ideas with someone. What did you have to do to share your ideas successfully though? Break that down a little bit. What did you have to do, Daisy?
We had to listen to each other and pay attention to each other and listen.
Yeah, so pay attention and listen to each other, okay?
Not interrupt what other people say.
Yeah, I'm a bit bad at that sometimes, aren't I? Yeah, not to interrupt each other. Yeah, that's important, isn't it? Erin, what else did you do?
We picked out different objects and then thought a bit more about those objects.
Right, so you organised yourself a little bit. Okay, lovely, fantastic. In terms of the fixed and the growth mindset, that's been a really interesting part of the assessment for learning sort of strategies we've been using this year. Earlier in the year we did various work thinking about our perception of intelligence and what intelligent people look like, and I think we've managed to break down some of those barriers far more in terms of children thinking of out of the box really and sort of trying to break down those stereotypes. That's been really good in terms of the children really trying to push their own learning boundaries, as in we used to have a lot of I can't, and now it's much more I'll have a go.